Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm running a little later. I was momentum trading on Lightspeed and came on over here. Just trying to get a look. I'm thinking about maybe doing a swing on NVIDIA today and then moving over to the other stocks we normally trade. I've been guessing. I don't have an answer yet from Charles Schwab. I'm hoping for the best, of course. So Tesla, it's the same old here, right, on the 1 minute. So this scanner's set for a 1 minute candle volume is set for at least over 100,000 is what's supposed to come in, although I see down here it's a little below that, but not on the 10-day average it isn't, but on the 1 day it is. So yeah, NVIDIA is way high again, even though with the tariff news, I would hesitate to short it again. Having some, I talked about how I'll short as it goes up, but it just, the way it's been going up, it hasn't been affording the same normal opportunity that large caps do. And although this is all based on the day trading volume 1 RV strategy where we're trading large cap consolidating stocks, right? That's what it's based on. But it's like, you're not supposed to trade RV if it's trending, right? And so it's still that even though we're learning how to scalp, it's still the same concept. You want it to go up and down, up and down. As it turned out, when I did get out of that position, nearer to my max loss, quite frankly, when they said, just get out and we'll straighten it all out. Had I not got out, of course, I would have made a nice profit because it did retrace, as is what happened with Hood, that I did make a profit. So I'm very aggravated by that, but he was like convincing me, we can't even put in your complaint, so you just get off the trade. I'm just like, so he talked me into it, but it did end up retracing. Of course, at the time, I wouldn't have known that 100%, obviously. So, but yeah, my point is that NVIDIA is moving like a trending stock still. Not so much a large cap. Tesla is always a complete unknown because it's already gone up $4 today. So it seems like the tariff news isn't. It seems like the tariff news is almost built in, right, guys? It seems like people are just expecting the wishy-washy way this administration is, and that they're just sticking with the markets going up. So let's just keep going up. Let's just keep going till we don't. So. I'm thinking I'm just going to drop in 100 shares or something and just ride that up. I'm going to look at it at the market to see if it dips at all. And then today, I think my strategy is to go long and then come into one of these other ones. So let's take a look at Hood. Kind of trying to clean up my charts for the weekend here from what was happening on the weekend. So let me open up this before the weekend. So we definitely want to reset the fibs because we do. It looks like we have a new high, right? Do we have a new high? Yeah, we have a new high. So, and then we're pretty far back on the low now. So I think I'm just going to get rid of these just like I did a minute ago. And then we're going to so we're on a 10-day. Yes, I've changed the layout yet again, as you probably see here. These are basically from emails or comments or the people in the studio here that are trading, and Alan's still momentum trading at the moment, but he'll be back up here. So yeah, I do think I want to mark that pre-market high. So yeah, we'll just grab it here again. Maybe this is where it was. I don't know. So, oops, why didn't it stay there? I had it perfectly on there too, the first grab. 81.92. There we go. Oh, that's because I'm not on fib. Now watch it never line up for me again. See? There it goes. Okay. So we're just going to click this off here. This is my new way of doing this, and then just scan to where I want it to go and type it in. So we want to go 101.59. So
SLE, Super League
got a
Enterprise
nice
spiking
channel
here.
here.
Echo. SLE, Super League.
See which one of these smooths across. Got that high right there. That one does, really right where it spiked. You can see it hit it right across here too. So that might end up being something. Then it dropped down here, kind of smoothed over there. Did that pick up anywhere? Oh yeah, it dropped here too. That's actually a pretty good level if it gets down there to maybe think about respecting.
Shares hitting 1162 at the high on SLE.
Yeah, everybody's making money down there right now in the lower half of the studio. I tore myself away. I did pretty good earlier on, but
we're just up 100% at the highs. That's Sandy Lima.
It's an amazing market right now for momentum trading. But, you know, that can go wrong so fast, too. So you got to be careful. You got to have a good platform that can get you in and out of the trades. And that usually means paying for it. So to think or swim is not the best. And after the debacle for that kind of trading, and after the debacle last week, it's like, man, that's not. People are saying that happens all the time on Thinkorswim. I haven't really been noticing that even with the TD Ameritrade shift, but I don't know. Maybe it happens at times I'm not trading. I'm not sure. Well, so this we want to watch. That could be a good one, guys. So I'm looking at Hood. So AMD's back up here. Yeah, pretty good volume again. Let's take a look at that. What AMD is doing here. Actually, I don't need to open the scanner because I got it set up over here above me here. I'll take a look, open up the 5-minute, maybe get rid of some of this noise that's been here. Yeah, it looks like not stuff we need. Hopefully you guys are hearing me okay. Again, we're just doing the morning thing of setting these up for, this is going to be high to low here on the fib. Setting these up for the consolidation scalping. That's all we're doing here. Trying to get some guidelines. You might find them to be very useful and you might not. Why did that not stay there? It acted like that was a support level again. Wow, what is going on here? Okay. I think I was double clicking by mistake. Okay, there's our fibs, such as they are. And yeah, we got a nice fib channel here. Another one right here. So those are looking pretty sharp for right now. Let's see. Channel trading, guys. That's what this is about. Scalping in the channels. That's smooth. I'm looking as I go across to see, do I need to adjust it slightly for more taps, you know? And that's pretty smooth. It seemed like it came up here and then turned around. I was trying to see if I could capture that, but really it's not. It's taking me too far out of the other areas there. So there's that. Does that one hit the bottom, the lows on the pre-market? Yes, it does. So that's a pretty good one, too. These are all pre-market levels, unfortunately. There's no... well, no, there's an open session that hit that. So that might be respected. And then I don't know, that those are really close to the fibs. We're at our highs again here, so I suppose it rejected off that level quite a bit. I'd love to catch that pre-market to the right there, but it's just too... Yeah, I don't think I want to trust that. I think I'll look at this for intraday to see what we're doing here. And then as we drop off below this, that's so far down that, you know, I don't even think there's a point right now. So that's our AMD. It looks pretty sharp for a potential. It kind of just depends on how that price action is moving. Is it giving us 10-cent type opportunities, or is it just moving like 2 or 3 cents? What's the spread's going to be? You know, it should be a tight spread. Right now it's showing 2 cents. You know, I don't know. So then our next one down again is Palantir. These are the same winners that come up with this scanner guidelines here. Yeah, we're going to get rid of all this noise again. As the week goes on, I'll try to reuse the level so it gets kind of messy. So it's always good to kind of reset after a bit here. Where are our fib levels? Boy, they're way back here, huh? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's see where they end up so far back. Let's see what we got here. There's a changing of the guards down there. I can hear it. We'll see if it's... I think that means Alan's probably done. Made all his money and coming up here. So let's see what that is here. So 146.25. That's a wide. That is a wide fib here. Let's see. Price range, I mean, you know. And then the other was, what was the other? 128.51. So let's see here. Let's see how that looks now in the future. We'll go to the future. Well, it looks like we're between these two channels. And that would definitely be, if I capture it up here, it's kind of above all that. So I think I'd rather be down lower here. More taps. And that was a big drop off too. So that seems a little bit more respected, but then we could grab it here. Let's see where this ends up. Yeah, that ends up across that whole pre-market like this was being respected somewhat over here. Doesn't mean it will be again, but we're looking for it to see. Boy, fib got respected there. I turned that action right around here too. So I mean, like, you want to mark these fibs out. Always left to right, 5-minute, 10-day. Seems to be what the majority of people do for scalping anyway. There's different ways to use the fibs. That's all pre-market. Boy, the pre-market did respect that level quite a few times, like right here, here, and here. So I'll go ahead and mark it to see which way, because the price action does seem to be going down there. So that might be an abrupt turnaround. This certainly would be, I would think, to go long off of that level if it gets down that low. But probably we're going to be up in the stratosphere here for this stock. So that's what we're doing now. So my layout is a bit different. I put back the capital gain down here. I moved the multi-time alignment down here, and I mean the market pulse, I'm sorry, down here, and the multi-time alignments up here. Right now everything's showing red on this stock. Let's get back to our swing trade opportunity, and then we'll get into scalping once the market's giving us some channeling or price action. So let's hope that this is, I mean, I kind of think the market's going to go up this week, but I guess the futures were pointing down today, I don't know. It's always a crapshoot, so to speak. You just try to get any edge you can get. Trending up now on NVIDIA. And yeah, I won't get pre-market because I think there should be a better opportunity to trade a swing trade. I think I'll just do 100 shares. Oh, God. In case they don't give me back that grand. This is the main reason I want to do this, is to get that so that the monthly calendar's all set up. I assume they're going to give it back to me because it was their error. And, of course, I do have eight accounts, so I could try to flex something there, but again, I'm such a flea. I hate doing stuff like that, especially if it backfires, because then it shows you how insignificant you really are. So once you start puffing up like you're a rooster, like you got some kind of power, that's when you get slapped down real hard. It's like, you're not anybody different. Who do you think you are? You got to tell yourself to trade, though, like, I'm the be-all and end-all. I'm the man, Listen to me. Don't you know who I am? I'm the professor. Oh, yeah, we know, pal. We know. So we're going to take double what you lost. So, well. Professor of what? Not knowing how to get out of a moving upward trend? Is that what you're a professor of, sir? Oh, man. I can have an argument with myself. I can fill in all the spots. So we got about 4 minutes till market opens. Looking at that level. I'd love to see it like come back down to the 164.5 to jump in for a long trade. You know what? I'll split the difference. I'll go to 150. Because if this thing falls off, then it's just like, what are you doing? But I am taking it as a swing, you know, so I will be watching it a little bit just to make sure what's happening here. Oh, I did the new layout thing. I don't have the SPY moving across the bottom and stuff. I'm not going to do that right now, but we'll just do a little old school layout here. 3 minutes. So I'll be looking for a dip, and I'll probably go right over to Hood or AMD. Maybe take a look at Tesla. I didn't mark it out. Let's take a quick look at. No, then I'll have to reset all these. Never mind. I've got the 15-minute down here now. I have the news above me right here because it was taking up chart space, and you can see the ATR levels on the day chart down here. I'm constantly tweaking. I enjoy doing it. That's why if you get an exact layout, you should really know how to do it. Now, I have lots of videos about how to do your own, you know, how to set up your own layout. And then you can mess around with what you like, you know. You don't have to be beholden to an exact layout. But they do have them at the $1 Million Margin Club, my exact layout with all the scripts. And if you're missing one, just grab it. Is this on? No. See, I just caught that just in time. This is not on today. It's on one day, which is going to throw everything into a big mess. Okay. Nope, just a 1 minute chart. That's so the market magnet works. I was noticing like I didn't see it, although we don't really want to count on the market magnet till it gets like about 5 minutes in, where the initial volume, which will affect the magnet itself, kind of gets washed out, and then you see it make its higher average. This is set for 50% of the overall volume movement, high and low, based on large cap and mega cap stocks. So it's very handy. And then, you know, you'll see the magnet pull up and down. I'll call it as I see it, but this is, I wasn't going to use it at the opening scalping, and I realized that I was one of the subscribers that actually mentioned it. Why don't you have that? I was like, yeah, I guess
1 minute to the US
scalping into it. It's the buy-sell oscillator saying go down, and the MACD say go up. MACD went out. I always use the buy-sell to get out and the MACD to get in. That's the way I respect them. But pre-market, you can't really respect much of anything on these ones. You got to wait till things are actually happening, you know. I've got the 9, the 14, and the 20 EMA set up. There's your VWAP. So we're just about 35 seconds away from open. Everything's here okay. I'm on my right account. A lot of things to remember every morning, especially when I switch from platforms, which gets me confused a lot. All right, guys, here we go. We're about 15 seconds away. Got not as big a crowd as Friday. Maybe people lost faith. Yeah, I'm not a magician, folks, so I just do the best I can do. Here we go. We're going to get any kind of a dip. I think that's about it, so I'm going to go ahead and go in on that dip. And, of course, it goes further down. So I got it at 33. I thought I was going to get it at 25. The market led me astray.
At IAS.
I don't want to ride this down for a long thing, so if it keeps really plummeting, I might just get out.
S&P 500 down 6.18 after the open.
See, that's because of that. So
down
are the tariffs really going to affect the stock today?
And the Nasdaq
I don't know.
is up 0.57.
Doesn't seem like they should. If it gives me a quick profit, I might take the swing after. and ride the scalp. I'm not going to add to this position though. If it goes down, I'm not going to do it. So let's just see what happens here. See if it gives us any opportunity here. If it's going to just slowly slide down all day. Be hard to believe with Nvidia, but it doesn't look good, does it? Should have waited a little longer. Thought it was going to rebound real quick there, but it didn't. So might take a smaller loss, and just so I'm kind of a little tentative on this stock right now. So seem to be just bucking the trend here, huh? Wow. Well, I could get out right now. I guess I'll wait for this fib to see if it's going to break the fib. First trade, not going well.
Investigation of once monthly HIV prevention pill, Michael Romeo Kilo.
There is retracement action if I averaged in, but not a real lot at this point. So we're running about a 2 to 5 cent spread. See if that historical data flips it. QQQ's up right now. SPY's down. Man, it's just going to hurt me again. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go past this fib. So that's it. That's the 164 mark. I guess at the 164, I'm going to lick my wounds and get out. I'm not going to average down on this trade, guys. So thought it might trend up today. It's a little soon, really, but it is looking like it's going to hurt me. I'm just going to get out. So that was a bad first trade, and I am out. I am not going to ride it all the way down and average in. So that was it. So I might come back and seek a greater opportunity here, but that was bad. So hopefully some of you caught that short the way it was supposed to go. The ATR is the other level. It's just going to go down today, huh? Seemed like the stock was invincible lately. Watch this bounce up right here. Watch it just say, we told you, you're not, All right, let's switch to Hood and hope for some better luck trying to scalp out of this mess. Wow, that one had some serious action at the beginning, huh? It's a little soon to tell here to try to create anything here. Yeah, I was noticing my Bitcoin and my XRP are making big money. I just hold those. I don't trade them, but that news is coming up on Hood here because it's Robinhood, so they're telling you what's affecting this. I'm reading the news on the screen above me that's detached. All right, we got an uphill battle right now. Go back up to 200 shares. Let's take a look at what we're looking at here. We're at our ATR high. It's dropping. So, yeah, it might be that the market's just going to look at the multi-chart alignment. Everything is down. Market pulse is down. It's hard to want to go long off these levels. Yeah, hit 101.89 was its high. Can we get a retracement up here? Can we bounce back? I tend to more want to go short on this one, right, the way the market's acting. There's no new news on it. Pulse said, buy-sell oscillator said go up. Said it two different. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the market magnet, that red arrow. Here's the buy-sell oscillator here, right? Yeah, these are because I have this zoomed in so close, it looks bigger. So I thought it was the buy-sell oscillator. It did say go up, It's going up a little bit. I'm just going to wait it out. I got my tail between my legs on that other trade right now. But at least I'm not going to come back and see it be 500 down because I didn't get out like Wednesday and Friday. Oh boy. We'll just stick to the scalp, guys, and not these trends. See if we can get some actual clarity here on this one. Right now, it is not feeling like something I want to trade.
NEGG, Newegg shares holding
Let me
it on
auto
a
zoom
sugar
out of
break
here a
on the way
little
down,
further out.
38.69, down about 21.5%. That's NEGG.
Yeah, I get a little better look there. Stair stepping down, no patterns, too early for patterns. Making lower lows, not higher highs. So it's thinking about shorting it, guys, as if it comes up to this $100.50 again, might be a spot to short it. And then down here,
spiking to the highs,
it did turn
145.70
around right at the
PLTR.
$100 mark, but not, you know. I thought he just said Palantir. That's not moving. Did I hear him wrong? Oh. So, yeah, tempting to go long at the $100 mark, guys. Buy sell says turning around. Yeah, we could have got in there for that. Could have been our first good trade if we grabbed it right there. That was 15 cents at least. All right, so do we go down off the ATR or right at that level, 50 cent, like I said? Is it going to go right down there? It did, but I didn't grab it. I called it, I just didn't grab it. Run the little gun shy, trying to make sure you guys aren't fouling me into the abyss. Made good money already this morning, so I'm not. Got my goal. So let's try to make everybody a winner. Looking to buy off the $100. That's why I'm hovering over the buy bid. The spread's big enough where I don't think I want to buy ask or market right now. So I'm taking the chance of not getting picked up. Volumes, so-so. There was another chance. Right, getting right close to the $100. I'm going to go ahead and try to get in just above it. Ugh, and then it breaks it. Of course. And I could have waited just a second longer and it would have been great. There we go. There we go. First trade that on the scalp was 22. It does seem like it's playing off that level. As it broke through right after I picked up, I got very worried that it was going to do what has been happening. I just don't want this to be happening to you guys. So that's the good old days, like it's supposed to be working. So let's see if it's going to channel in here. Maybe we'll get the channel off the 50 cents and the whole dollar. It's making a channel here. Just you saw what happened. At any second it could not work though, so be careful. Remember, guys, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. You should seek the advice of someone licensed before you try to emulate anything I'm doing here today. It is marked on every video, which they say is good enough, but I normally try to bring it in. I didn't bring in the message this morning, but I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Don't take advice from me. Seek a licensed professional. Trading is risky, and you should only trade with money you can afford to lose. So now it dropped way down, and do I... Yeah, I should have grabbed it. Huh? It's going to go... It went right back up again above the 100. Just each time it does that, it makes me think we're going to have a new channel, so I get a little worried. So I would definitely go short up here by the way it's acting. Look at that. So if I get an opportunity up here to go short, I will get up short somewhere, maybe even below the 100 because we might 150 cents because we might not get up that high again. So, I mean, any short-term time here. So, let's see.
TSLA Tesla shares hit a high of 322, now pulling back. Elon Musk on X earlier said he does not support the merger between Tesla and XAI.
So they're not supporting the merger is why it's moving on Tesla, if you guys heard that news. Let's try to eke out $100 here. The price action is not going good. So this is going to pull the magnet down. See this here? Which is going to most likely push the stock down. This volume price action that's just happened. So there it goes. Now the magnet's probably going to pull down. It has a lot to do with because of the open volume. So that's the beauty of the market magnet. Now you can see it just about to happen. Here's our target going down is 44 cents, up is 15. So do we now trust that 50-cent level to reverse itself, or is it just going to crash? I'm going to go ahead and try to go in there at 55 cents. Pick me up. Let's see if it, yep. Wow, that's bogus. Get back up there. Thank you. Oh, I hate it when it does that. That's why I like market a lot. But we're up to $40. That was I was looking at a bounce on that, and then it really dropped. So be careful here, because now I am doing just what I do when I go short. I'm making money on a long because of the retracement, even though the action's straight down. It's just instilled in me that I have a better opportunity than to just ride a trend because you don't know. But man, it just would have been great just to ride that all the way down. So it's making me think that if I get into a short here, up here a little bit, that I might just hold it a little longer. So it's getting up at that 27, 37. I'm going to go ahead and go into a short, and I'm going to hold this a little bit longer. I don't know, though. I think the $20 range is pretty good. So it's 65. Now, that was on a short as opposed to a long. The good old days. Of course, you can trade any share size you want, and that would have been a different outcome, less or more.
Price target at AC Wainwright. That's
you're going to really respect that line right when I start going short? Looking to go short again, kind of up at the upper area of that line. That's the 50 cents, so 99.50. I would go, oh, I should have grabbed it at the 45. I would have had a good trade there. Oh, well. See if it gives me another opportunity up there near 99.50 to try to short again. The market is just fading for sure, so see if it bounces up just a little higher. I'm just getting a little higher for a better chance to. Okay, I'll go ahead and get in there. I don't know if I got in yet. 37, 36. Swailing against me, so I'm going to get out there. There we go, $87. Yeah, I saw it about to go up, so I wanted to get out of that move. It hit that 50 like a hard top, huh? Started to go right back down again. Watch this for a second now, guys, because it might be trying to retrace up. Let's see, 15 is just straight down, obviously. You see that on the scalping indicator, the buyers were starting to take control, but the volume hasn't really gone up. So if this goes up and they stay at the top, then it is a sign of a retracement here. So careful just starting to go short. And if you're going long, then you're going the right way right now. Yeah, look at the 15-minute and the 5-minute now are telling you that we're going up. So higher volume on the upward trend. That's all good. Could this be a reversal of the whole market? Let's see. Certainly on Hood, it's starting to retrace a bit. It's got to break through all these 9, 14, 20, and the VWAP's way up here. I might tend to short off this ATR as it goes up. That's just, again, the risky way I trade. I don't think it's a risk, but, Market magnet actions below the magnet. It's really, you got to get through this magnet too. It seems like it just stopped it dead. So this is a reversal candle saying it's going to turn around. MACD says up. Market magnet 50% says no. This is a wall, a floor to help you. But still more of a target going down than up on the last 9 candles. And this is because this is just where they started to reverse. So you kind of have to take that into account, that maybe the short isn't as accurate as it will be in like 3 candles from now. So, but yeah, it did turn around at this $100.50 mark. Sellers took control again. Didn't make the volume as the buyers did. I mean, people want this to go up, right? Still got a VWAP crossover below the 14. Mostly looking short. That's what it looks for still. Buy, sell oscillator and the MACD both saying this should turn around. You got historical data saying it should turn around and go back up. But you really created a bit of a bear flag here. A weird pole, but it is a bear flag creating here. So
BMNR, bit mine immersion, halted on a circuit breaker on the way down, 45.37.
Those guys are
Romeo.
racking up. We got another halt going on there. Yeah. We got lots of time to get to our goal here.
SQFT, Presidio Property Trust, halted on circuit breakers.
If you didn't get stuck in that NVIDIA trade with me. Wow. Yeah, price action here is getting lame. What's Tesla doing over there? Oh, Tesla's going back down again. I'm just kind of looking at the other price action on our scanners / watch list to see if anything else, but it seems like everything's really consolidating right now, at least on that scanner. Interesting here, huh? Tempting to go down off the whole dollar up there if it hits that. We'll take a short off the whole dollar. Almost did it 98 cents. Depends. It could be pounding through and break through right here like a flat top. So I'm waiting a second, looking at the level 2 swelling, and it keeps wanting to pound it up here. So let's just give it a second before we go. And we might want to jump in right above the $100 mark where it'll start to retrace. There it goes. Let's go see if it bangs a little higher here before we go short. Okay, I'm going to try that at 07. Did I get in? 08. Nope. Okay, I'm going to get out because now it could swale up higher. I had an opportunity for a trade, and I didn't get it. So you see the price action coming above the magnet. That's going to makes me think it's got a little bit of ways to go, maybe 22 cents up here. Let's see if it comes back. It dropped below the $100 mark again. It is really trying to make a move up here, so let's check it out. The buyers dropped off there on the scalping indicator. Let's see. 5 minutes looking better now, like an actual upward move.
SQFT shares resume trading. Sandy Quebec Foxtrot Tango.
So there we go. I'm thinking like in the quarter. This is telling me don't go short here.
ABVE above food.
This magnet pops up, then thinking maybe go long down here. It just pulled down. Did you see that? All that price action disappeared.
Down about 40%.
So let's see if we can get a long down here at the 50 cents. Is it going to get down? We're at the 59. I'm going to go for a long down here. I think this wants to go up, but give me a little bit more of a dip. Oh, I could have caught it at the 59, I guess. Would have already had a good trade. Darn, that would have been a pretty good 20-cent trade there. $40. So we're back up to the top again. Let's see. That I don't think's the top. That's what scares me. There was 56 cents. 58 cents on the bid. Price action showing it pound down. I'll go ahead and do, I hit 56. I wanted that to be a, wow. I'm just going to take what I can get there. So that's $99.
DDHL shares halted off the
Got out just in time because it kept going down. But that was a long I took on that one. I think I got it at 58 cents. I wanted it at 56 cents. And then it popped up and gave me an opportunity. So it's, it's these large caps are going to consistently do this, up and down, up and down, up and down. You just got to be careful on a flush how long you hold, or a big move up if you're going short. How long you hold into it. Watching the indicators. Now we're even money here, up or down as far as your target range. And I always get in and out at below the range, so I'm safer the right move. But it looks like Hood's affording us some opportunities here, so let's see what else we can get here on this. Before the end of the day, I'm going back to NVIDIA, and I'm going to get that particular stock green. It's a pet peeve of mine to be on the stock that's red and then go back and be green on it. So I will do that.
High 688 up about 2.7%.
Stupid, really, But you have these internal competitions with yourself. You just have to be careful they don't really affect your pocketbook. It really is respecting that 99.50 cent level there, guys. That's right at the bottom of the market magnet, too. 50% volume range price on a price action. So the magnet just pulled down a little there. And then you have kind of a backup level down here, historical data that it did seem to respect. Not ready to draw new levels yet. Seems like it's kind of found its sweet spot that it wants to consolidate in. So let's just try to figure out the highs and the lows and continue. If you made your $100, you should be stopping right when you've made your goal. That's our goal this month, is just $100 per day, which we've made. I've made every day except that mess up with Think or Swim. So hopefully that will. I've done it on average. I'm sorry, it hasn't been every day. We'll bring in the price again tomorrow morning, where we're at tomorrow morning. Hopefully, NVIDIA will be corrected for me by then. But geez, it's just dying right here now, so this isn't fun. Really, this is just getting really bad. Is anything else? Oh, Palantir is moving up. Why don't we take a look at that? I'm going to take a look at that and see what we have here for that. Wow. It didn't look like that on the scanner. Holy mackerel. That thing's moving. So that's not a consolidating look, but there might be on the 1-minute chart some movement here. That is some busy looking action here. So we had some channeling down here, and then right above the ATR, it took off. Your fib level, turn that around.
Just off the highs on a circuit breaker now, 169%. Papa, Michael, November.
I would go long off this level if it dropped here, but then at the same time, it's making a pretty big move to get down there. Almost $1, 80 cents. So it could be a little scary. So you'd want to see if it, because it could keep breaking through it. So to get down there, it's got a lot of resistance to break through. 145.50. You've got the 9, the 14. Now the 20's right there. So it doesn't look like it's going to go down to me. It looks like it's going to go up. So probably we got to find a better place to enter to go long. That maybe not wait till that level, Now let me get a look at this level 2 and see how we're swaling here. Looks like at least 5 to 8 cents up and down, affording opportunities. There's a 15-cent swale. You look for higher highs and lower lows right here too. It kind of tells you. Wow, look at that price action coming above the magnet. This is going to turn around. This is a good spot to get in. I think I'm going to try to get in at the 50 cent. I got in there. Let's see if it does indeed turn around like the magnet was predicting. Give us a big bump up. Yeah, we'll take that. 12 bucks. Not a big bump, but it was a bump because I started going down. I saw it go down again, so I got out. I was like, hey, just get out of that one. But each time it swaled, it was swaling a little lower. So I was like, just take the 6, 10, 12 bucks and get out of that move. So it broke through the 9. Now it's hitting the 14, and it did break through that 50-cent mark. Not strong yet, but yeah. So I bucked the trend on that buy and got out quick. Now it's breaking the 14 and the upper part of the magnet. So you saw how strong the sellers were there, guys. So be careful on a buy right here. So that is the risk oscillator that said don't go up with it. So, but this is telling you that it's about to go back up. Magnet's down here. All this is up here. So it's going to pull that magnet up, and it's going to be like a springboard. So this is definitely an area where going long makes sense. This is why I took it long a minute ago.
BMNR halted on a circuit breaker.
Look at that. Multi-channel, everything but the 5-minute is, but then the overall market's down. So it is a risk here. We'll look to the ATR. That's 11 cents. 17. I'm going to go ahead and get in there. I think that's 19 if I get it picked up. I don't like the move. I pulled out. So it already went up. So, if I picked up the 19 cents, I would have had a great trade. But
PSQH, public switch.
by the time it comes back down around to the 19, see, that's why I got out, because that could happen.
Trader circulating at
It'd be a different look, So it did hit the ATR and turn around. I'm trying again. I got it on the ATR. Just below it. Oh, man, it broke it. We needed to get above that ATR, guys. We need to get it above that ATR. Oh, don't do that to me. Okay. There we go. So 32 on that one. So it did respect it. It dropped below. It scared me a little. But you had a couple of things. You had the 145 even to turn it around. And then the buy-sell oscillator also said go back up. So we had a little bit of fail-safe that I was thinking about averaging into. So I'm staying a little longer. If you've made your goal of your $100, which is what we're all trying to do, you should be stopping. You don't want to get greedy. Any of these trades can go against me, right? I'm calling what I see, but kind of licked my wounds after Friday there. But because even though they messed up the trade, I called it the wrong way. There's no question about it. So the fact that they messed it up, although I would have got a victory right away if I hadn't pushed the wrong damn button. But I think what would have happened is I would have continued to short it. And it would have really got me then, until I waited for the retracement for the rest of the day. So really, I called it wrong. I really didn't think NVIDIA was going to go up on Friday so much before it went back down, but it did. Okay, magnet pulled up, guys. So now it's going to act as sort of a resistance in this area. It could, maybe. Volume went up with it. Once it turned blue, that was higher than the last candle, saying that buyers are stronger here on this candle.
PMN shares resumed trading. It's hitting $1.23 at the high, up about 191% now. That's Kilo India Delta Zulu. SONN shares resuming trade. Sonnet.
Yeah, Nvidia's still going down.
Continuing lower now, $14.
Tesla's dropping.
Still up 172%.
Yeah.
Well off the pre-market.
More
highs
inclined to
above
play
30
this short, looking at the rest of the market.
on SONN. Sandy
Yeah, here it is down here, the market pulse. Even though this one shows up. So right there at the $0.50, it rejected right at the magnet. Volume pulled back. I think it gives me another chance at this $0.50. I will short it. Looking for the $0.50 to short. Nope, it dropped off of it. Called it right, just didn't get in it. So will it bang on? Will it use this ATR as a support? You know, you look at the overall market, I'm not too sure, but the Qs are going up now. So this is on a 5-minute chart, keep in mind. So yeah, I do tend to want to play off that. I do tend to want to try it again and go long. Just this particular stock says go long. The market says don't, but I'll try it. Pick me up, 12 cents. Takes too long. Forget it. I'm out. It would have made money if it picked me up. Didn't pick me up. When I do that, guys, in and out so quick, it's because I knew right at that moment, I knew in myself that it was going to be a good trade. Could be wrong, obviously. But the second it goes, 2 or 3, 5 seconds past that and doesn't pick me up, it's like, I don't know for sure anymore, so I'm going to reassess. That's why I get out of the trade. Don't feel like you have to just sit and wait for it to pick you up, because whatever you saw that made you want to pick it up is not the same anymore, So that's just the way. I have a lot of trust in my ability in the very short term to see a move, and then as time goes on, you have to take in so much more data so quickly that I feel like, well, just get out and take in that data and then decide again, So maybe I'll lose some opportunities, but I also could save my butt from a loss, So again, this is really consolidating between the 145.50 and the 145. So we have a 50-cent channel here, which is pretty good. So that's a decent channel. RV strategy says try to get 25 cents. Whoa, see, that's what you got to watch out for. I'll go ahead. I'm going to try it. It looks good. It picked me up. I'd love to get a double digit on the upswing. It's not looking good. I don't like the way it's looking. So turn around. No, I don't like the way that's looking. That's not looking good for me. There was a swale up higher, but it's weak. So I might take a lesser green here. I'm just going to get out of that trade. It didn't let me out. Wow. 1 share. Seriously? 1 share? There I am down there at 09 trying to get out of that trade. I'm leaving that in for right now for a pop-up because I barely had it. I think it was a $3 trade if it got me. So that's why I kept that in a little longer. That price action looked like it was going to keep going down, guys. So I just got out. Hopefully that worked okay for you. It did give me more opportunities to make money here, but it just didn't look good for there, so I got out. So now you got the 14 and the 9. So I'm looking to short off the $0.50 if it gets up there. Play the channel. That's what I'm doing. So what do I have for fail-safe? Well, it's all the way up 50 cents or the market magnet. So it's kind of, let me see if I can start. Is there anything there? No, not really. There's nothing to mark. I got nothing to mark here. Nothing that I would want to depend on at all. And it dropped below the ATR again. This is where I should be marking, is down here. Where does it keep stopping? Like 40, right near the even dollars where it keeps stopping. Breaks the ATR. So I should look more toward the even dollar. Wow. All right, I did get in at the even dollar, like I said I was looking for. There we go. So it was a decent trade. That line actually helped me. My whole and half dollar line. Oh yeah, there they are. Okay. I didn't see it, but yeah. Whole and half dollar lines are pretty good. I kind of want to make these a little bit darker, honestly, but then the chart starts to get so busy, you know, with all the historical data, the fibs. Look at this is really affording us opportunities here, just to wait it out and grind this out. I did make my goal, so I'm not as pressed about, which is a 5,000 a day. I'm not as pressed about leaving to jump over to the RV. We'll see how it goes. If I'm feeling like we're in a zone here, I'll stick around a little longer. But remember, if you've met your goal, you should get out and just keep your money for the month. I'm getting close to negating the NVIDIA trade without even going back there and straightening it out. Looking for the even dollar again. Got 06 was as close as I got. 10 keeps pounding down there. It might break through the even dollar. So I'm just kind of watching that. There it was, and I took my cursor away. Look at that action there. Yeah, that could have been 10 cents quick. All right, I'm going to try to get in. I get it at 93, 92. I'm getting out. I don't like it. Okay. Had it pick me up, I would have had a good 10-cent trade there real quick, but it didn't pick me up. Again, I'm going back to that. I need to reassess. It spiked all the way down. Well, it spiked to where I hit it, but it didn't pick me up. Is it going to start making lower lows here? So that's the danger there. It went down there again, almost hit it again. I'm going to try it again. 92. Oh, come on. Nope. Missed it again. It went right up for over a 10-cent trade. That would have been $20. Boom, just like that. Just didn't pick me up. So, man, it is really pounding down. I'm going to try it again at 87. Now it got me. Do I want it to get me? We want to pound up a little higher than that, my friends. Come on. Give me a double digit there. Swailing. It swelled higher there, then just kind of fell off like there was a bunch of people trying to stop it. Sometimes you can get spoofers even on mega caps. So, wow. That almost got me on a losing trade by clicking ask it. Ugh. Should have got out for lower money there now. Now it's trying to hurt me. It doesn't look good, guys, to stay in that move. I'm not going to average into this. I might take a lesser loss. Oh, what is that, 91? Yeah, so if it picked me up at 91, I had a small victory there, but it didn't. So I'm thinking about holding it, and for a big swale up, boom, boom, no, no. No, it's not going to get me. It's hurting me. There it comes back up. Just needs a spike, and I'm out.
BKSY, Black Sky Technology, hitting new highs. 25.
Assessing this as a,
11.5%.
this should be turning around here, but that's what it looks like, but I don't know. There it goes. It kept swailing up, but then it would just stop, like something was stopping it.
Bitmine Immersion hitting $57 now at the highs at 40%. Bravo Michael November Romeo. Company announced it's holding $500 million.
We had to wait that out with a little bit of fear, but it helped us, you know, in the end. I've got to reassess what it's doing here because it's got some funky price action right now. We're out of that clear channel that we had earlier. There's a 5-minute look at what's going on. It has a channel between the 144 and 146.25, which is pretty big to try to do it, especially if you're trading a higher share size. So you got to make sure the share size is, wow. Definitely wanted to go short off that. Now, I saw that price action below the magnet, so had I not been talking, I could have picked up a quick short there off the ATR. The ATR level, half level, that's it for the RV strategy right there. That's what we're looking at. The higher level is up here. No, that's not it. Way up here. We're at 148.10. There it is right there. That's the full ATR. Man, are we going to create a channel here? This is some funky action. It's hopefully you guys made your $100 by now. Yeah, this historical data. Let me get a look at that line. 67, huh? That's this one. Yeah, that was the high of yesterday. So that's probably a fairly well-respected level. You don't want to see it break it. Yeah, it seems to be respecting the high of yesterday. That's what that level is marking. Open session. So that's something we could depend on to bounce off near to go up, at least right now. Unless it breaks it, then we got to reassess. And how strong it breaks it, you know. But just stay calm, keep your share size nice and tight. Let's get a look. Is it going to break it? Boy, it hit it right on. I'm going to try it, guys. It's a strong level. Didn't pick me up. Darn. Okay. Yeah, it already came back. Oh, there it goes again. The way that it's pounding down, I held off. So I didn't like the look of that. So yeah, that's now I'm going to go in at the 56. It's going to retrace up for a bigger move here. Here we go. Boom, boom up. Oh, don't do that. No, you're going up. Did you not hear me say go up? Oh, wow. Okay. So it has a long way to go down here, so let's be careful. I knew I was playing with fire. I kept playing with fire here. But we had the market magnet turning it around too, so I was just like, okay. Let's bounce up. There was $4 I could have only lost if I wanted to get out at a $4 down instead of a $30 down. It's coming back up. I saw that swaling up. That was a good trade. It was like, that's about to hit. So I think I got, well, I think it was just $10. It looked like I had $15, but I was not sure about that retracing back up here. So this is getting a little more difficult to trade. Let me take a look at what is Tesla doing. Let me see what we got. This should be going down, right? Yeah, there we are. Yeah. So I would expect this to continue to drop off. I don't know what the... oh, I never marked this. Yeah, I'd be worried about any of these levels right now. So let me just remove everything here. That almost sucked me right in there. So, wow, look at that, huh, from the weekend. Whereas there's our fibs. Make a quick change here for you guys. $288. Oops, I was there and I lost it. There it is. Okay, now let's take a look at, this is so hard to trade this stock because it just doesn't do normal stuff. Like which means the support and resistance levels are even less likely to help you. They're kind of a crapshoot anyway, but yeah, and this is even a pre-market one that I would hesitate to trust. That fib sure did stop it though. Wow. You get enough people, you know, that trade the same information, and that's all you're looking for, to trade with the crowd. I should have zoomed that in here. It always takes a little while to get set up when you switch stocks. What do we look like here for channels? Big channels for sure, because that's the way Tesla is. I'm going to lower my share size to 50 in case I want to jump in here and forget. So be very careful, and whatever your share size was, which should have been a quarter of your position to go in, you should make it a quarter of that position, because it's not the normal price action that you should be used to here. So suddenly you'll have the same numbers, red or green, very, very quickly. Does seem to be respecting this level right now, at 315.50. So the market seems to be turning around. It's not turning around, but not yet. So it did bounce off that 50 again and gave us a 25-cent trade. Look at that. And there's the even dollar here. So that seems like a short possibility right there for right now. I'm not ready to call a long down here, though, that's for sure. So what's the magnet look like? No real price action. For Tesla, this volume's kind of weak, actually. So is it going to respect that even dollar? Definitely giving opportunities here. Definitely giving opportunities to make money in between. You see how it's moving. It's just that will you? I'll try to get in there. So I got in at the at 52. I went off that half dollar, taking a risk. Right now it's hurting me. I'm going short, 315.52. Not liking the price action at all to hold this position. The buy-sell oscillator says it's going back down. Let's see if it's going to tell us the truth. That means it has to break some crossovers. I don't think I want to add to this position, guys. I'm looking for the swale down. I always hesitate to add on Tesla anyway because it's just so sporadic, you know. So I almost just want to take a small win and just get out of this stock. So not that small, but yeah, there we go. I'll just take that little $7. I just don't like the way it's moving. I'm gonna move away from that stock. Let's take a look back at did we already trade Palantir? Yeah, we traded. That's what we were trading. What did Hood look like? We stopped trading that. Wow, that went right back up, huh? So going off that fib short's a good one right now on the 5-minute. Yep, I'm trading longer than usual, guys. Hopefully you're benefiting from that. Yeah, I would go short off this 101.50. Right now we've got a channel here from the fib down to just above the $100.50 line lately anyway, but then it was below that not too long ago. So how strong is this move up? Yeah, dangerous to go short if it's really strong. What's that looking to do here? I wanted to zoom in on this 15-minute. Yeah, that's a big, nice, strong move up. Might get some retracement here, though, at the fib. Definitely respected the fib at the pre-market, unless that's actually when I set it. I can't remember. So that's the pre-market high, too, in this area. Right around there. Up in this area to short. That's a reversal sign, so it's almost a picture-perfect doji. So buyers didn't make it to the top 2 minutes ago. Then there's a battle, but the volume dropped when the sellers won. The very indecision area right here, actually to the point where I think I might actually mark it. So 101.30, kind of a interesting spot to keep an eye on. Right where we're at now. Seems to be creeping up. I mean, a buy's not out of the question here. You don't have to wait real long to buy here. Oh yeah, let's get this back up to a decent share size. Okay, it stopped again at the $0.50. Gonna burst through that and hit the fib, or the high of the pre-market area. Smoothed out. It's not really the real high, but yeah, I tend to want to buy the bid down here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and go in on the bid. And wait for it to kind of go back up there. Now it breaks it because I got in it. Yeah, that's what it did. Careful, guys. I'm not sure about this. It needs to stop at this even dollar. It needs to stop and turn around at the even dollar. So let's see it do. Is it going to do that, or is it going to break the even dollar? I don't want to see it break the even dollar. It might average down if it starts to turn around here. I think I will. Tried to get to 400 shares. Did it. And hoping it won't break the even dollar, and it did right when I did that. So there goes my big hood profit. ATR is my my fail safe. Oh dear. Okay. I'm not going to average down again. If it's we should have spent a little bit more time watching this before I jumped right back in. But it's at the magnet now. We're not panicking yet. MACD, unfortunately, sent it down right there. Hopefully you guys pocketed your money. Kind of pushing the envelope here. Seems to be respecting that level there now, so... Here we go. We're coming back. I'm at 16 cents, so there's 19. 400 shares. There we go. Pick me up? No, it didn't pick me up. I might want to just get out. There it goes, 125. So it got a little scary there, but it did do what I thought it would do. It just, right around here, I thought it wasn't going to do what I thought it would do. So you're always somewhat worried, right? You just have to be careful with your share size. Now I'm going to take a victory drink. I think between the two, I've made up for my my debacle with NVIDIA, but I'm going to go back and trade that and make money on that too. But what are we doing on time? Yeah, so we're much further than I normally trade. Oh, your crowd stayed. Well, most of the crowd stayed. Good for you guys. I hope you did good. Let me know in the comments, by the way, how you're doing. Even if it's just I made $10 today, I made $5. I was successful in the sim. And if it's not working for you, and why do you think that is when I make the right trades, but you don't? Like, why do you think that is? You know, do you hit your max loss? If that's happening a lot, then you know, you see me take it, and you don't. I don't have max loss like you have max loss. So, wow, tempting to get short up here. If it goes all the way up here, you might take one last trade. Kiss of death, right? One last trade. Let's see what it does up here. Needs to get, okay, it breaks the $0.50. And then there's a fail safe if it keeps going up. So I'm looking for it to break the $0.50. And then I would get in on an sell the ask. It's just going to fade off right where it's been fading off, boy. Just didn't do it. Didn't do it. All right. Well, let me know how you guys are doing. Hopefully we're going to have a really good week this week. And I'm going to go straighten this out so my calendar's better by getting green on NVIDIA, I hope. And, well, we'll move from there. We're going for $2,000 to $3,000 a month. And I'll let you know once Schwab tells me what they're doing about my trade. And hopefully you guys got out of that
Kodak,
debacle
getting
as
another
well.
pop here
Okay.
above $7.
I hope you
Kilo Oscar
did. So,
Delta Kilo.
all right. Be careful out there, guys. I will see you soon, and go green.